Boom. Okay, good morning. Once again, Neil here with the Off the Reddit show with Who's Who in Santa Cruz, episode number, I don't know, I think maybe 23. I'm here this morning with Lani Faulkner, who is vying for Santa Cruz Supervisor District number 1?
The first district.
And I caught her off guard.
Totally.
Totally off guard. She had no makeup, no nothing. I don't have any makeup on.
No brain
She's
cells.
just happens to be sitting around having a cup of coffee, and I've got my microphone and ready to go. So she's totally unprepared. So I just want to thank her for sitting down for a few minutes, and she's a woman with a badge. She's got to be doing something. All right. So tell me, what's your plan? Your little plan to become supervisor?
To become supervisor, or once I?
Yeah, well, both. A little bit. How about the plan to become supervisor?
Well, I think that's really important to get out and talk to people and let them know who I am, what I'm running for, why I'm running, and part of the thing that's led me to run, which is actually people from different parts of our community, a wide variety of representation, have asked me to run for county supervisor. So that's really exciting, and then getting the word out. How our campaign and how our my leadership would be very different than the current supervisor. People are very excited about that.
You're very different to Manu?
Yes.
Kind of the direct opposite?
Yeah, I mean, I think, there's always things that you're going to be in alignment and things that aren't, but I think in terms of our overall personality, our approach to leadership, our approach to community, and how we lead within community is very, very different.
Yeah. What's the number one thing on the table, do you think, with you guys? Is there the difference? What the biggest difference is?
In terms of our platforms, or in terms of our personalities?
No, you're a different person. You're not. But he's different to you. Everyone's personality is very different.
Yeah.
So, as far as your platform's concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I think that our platforms overlap. And I would say that across the county, if you were to talk to all of the supervisors right now, our platforms are very similar.
Yeah.
So we've got affordable housing, which I'm hearing from pretty much everyone in the community is a huge issue, right? Our kids can't work full time locally and afford a house here, right? Our average income.
But that's going to be very hard to reverse and get. It's going to be very difficult to go back and fix that.
Well, so in terms of providing market rate homes, that is true. But when you talk about the average income, which is about $96,000 a year right now, $108,000 is considered low income in terms of the HUD qualifications. And so we need to build more affordable housing, truly affordable housing that is classified affordable, so people with considered in those low income and very low income categories can get into housing.
Do we have the room to do that? Is there room available to do that?
There is room.
Or are we just going? Which kind of ticks me off. This is my own personal thing. Is there's high rises they're putting downtown now? Our small little village is now turning into, Manhattan down there.
Yeah, and that's a different district. That's the 3rd district.
Yeah.
And they have. So I'm going to approach it from two different sides of it, which is when you want to look at good, robust urban design, you do want to build up.
Okay.
How high you want to build up is up for question, and that's up for the community to have those discussions. And the 3rd district, they're their own realm. We can't really impact the 3rd district in terms of what they decide is the right height for them. So they're having those conversations right now. And then for our district, it's really important that I have those conversations with our community members, and I have had a lot of conversations with our community members.
Do you set up meetings around your district for people to come talk to you?
We've been doing some meet and greets, and if someone wants to do a meet and greet, they can call or get online onto the website, and they can set that up. And a lot of just trying to talk to people through in between other things that I have going on.
Very importantly, what's your website?
Oh yeah, thank you. Sorry, LaniForSupervisor.org.
Okay.
I also have my organization, EquityTransit.org, which I founded.
So LaniForSupervisor.org, and you probably got a Facebook page, right?
Yes, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Got to get that out there.
Yes, yes.
And you're for the rail, correct?
I am
the rails,
absolutely.
You're absolutely for the rail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right down your alley.
Yeah, and that's something that I can delve into. I have a lot of knowledge and data and information about that I can share that I think a lot of people are not aware of.
Right.
Very specifically, I feel that they haven't been given the information that they need as a community to make good choices.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you and I may agree or disagree, but if you don't have all of the information, you're not basing your decision or your choice on a full bank of information.
I grew up with the rail. I mean, I grew up in England, which was, the railway was built right after the war, and the whole country depends on the railway line.
You go from England to France through a big tunnel and
right?
rail.
But you also have, there you have the end game, where you take the rail. I took the train from Brighton to Victoria Station, which is in London. The underground, from there the underground to King's Road, and there I take a taxi or whatever. There's an end game, which what a little bit worries me here is where the end game is as far as railway lines concerned. But
so tell me, for you, what's the end game in?
Is be able to once I got to the station, I had transportation to where I was,
absolutely,
I was going to, which is a couple of miles. But when it's pouring rain in England, and you want it to be dropped off at your doorstep. But,
so let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What does that last half a mile look like in England? Getting from the stop to the doorstep.
The train or the bus?
Either.
There was
Like
excuse
how
me. There was the
long is
underground. I caught the underground and a bus, and then it would drop me off at my work every day. I commuted every day.
Yeah.
Hour-long train ride. Had a cup of coffee going up, and gin and tonic on the way back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is one of the visions that we have for our rail, and this is one of the things a lot of people don't realize is that the state of California has been working steadily toward the state rail network, which connects cities all over the state of California. And our rail, if I had my things I'd show you, is a key component of that whole network. And so from Santa Cruz, we would go to the Pajaro station. From Pajaro, we would connect out and branch out to the rest of the state of California.
We'll have a conversation when you come on the show. That's the whole rail thing is a whole different.
Sure.
Right? I don't drag you on to ambush you with it today.
Absolutely.
My concern a little bit is that it's just having the one track rather than everywhere you go. Like even the Caltran I was on this weekend. It's two tracks. One up, one going one way, one going the other way.
Yeah. Well,
but anyway, that's for a conversation down the road.
Yeah, I was going to say a large percentage of the trains that function in two directions are single track.
Okay.
It's not unusual.
All right.
They use sideways to do that.
Yeah.
If you're familiar, the pull-offs. And so that's a very doable. We can go into more depth later about that, but it's a very doable thing. I was going to say to your have the martini on the way back is that I envision, because I'm a cyclist, although I haven't been training like I used to, is taking my bike and riding all the way to Monterey, because Monterey's putting in rail, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
So we would be able to take our bike and take the trail all the way to Monterey.
Okay.
And then have your martini,
Yeah,
and then take the train back. Is my thought.
Yeah.
I like rum drinks, so I would have my Mai Tai or whatever.
Yeah. Cool. So I didn't mean to ambush you, but once again, this is Lani Faulkner, and I captured her this morning at Coffeetopia, and her website is
Lani Faulkner for Supervisor.org.
And she's on Facebook, and she's on Instagram. So check out what she's doing. Check out what she has for the future of our town. And thank you, Lani. I appreciate you doing this.